Hello friends, welcome back to Biotech Simplified. Today we will discuss about an interesting topic that is regeneration. So what is regeneration? So regeneration is the ability to regrow a tissue or an organ. So if a tissue or organ is having an ability to regrow, we call the process as regeneration. So, regeneration is seen in a wide variety of species, ranging from bacteria to even humans. So, as we discussed earlier, regeneration can occur in a variety of species, and these species can be either from the invertebrates group or can even be from the vertebrates group. So, regeneration can occur from invertebrates and vertebrates. So the most impressive samples of regeneration in the nature is the regrowth of lizards and salamanders' leg and tail. So we all might have seen that lizards, when they approach danger, they cut off the tail and run away. And this tail can be regenerated after a very short period of time. So there is a regeneration in tail in the case of lizards. Also, when we take the example of salamanders, when we cut its legs and arms in a laboratory, these organs can be regrown. That is, from the point it is cut, they are able to regenerate the leg and arm. So, there is a regeneration of nerves, muscles, skin, bone, and even blood vessels. So, in the case of humans, regeneration ability is pretty low. So, in the case of skin, that is the outermost layer of the skin is able to regrow. That is, the epidermis is able to regrow. But regeneration is not possible in the nerve cells, bones, and even nails. So, all organs are able to regrow, but there is an exception, that is, liver has a pretty high regeneration ability. So, liver is the only internal human organ that is able to regenerate the lost tissue. So, 25% of the liver can be regenerated into a whole liver. So, a lizard, when it feels that it is in a danger, it first cuts off its tail. So, it cuts off the tail. So, the tail is lost. So, this particular figure shows that how long it takes for a lizard to regrow its tail. So, a 4 weeks period, it is able to develop a tail of this much length. And after it is 22 weeks later, it is able to grow to this much range. So, this figure shows that it is able to regrow, that is, the tail is regrown after several weeks. So now let us discuss some of the animals that is capable of regeneration. That is, it is capable to replace the damaged tissues. So first is lizards. As we discussed earlier, it is able to regenerate its tail. So next is planaria. Planaria, when it is cut into pieces, each piece is able to regrow into a new worm. So next is sea cucumber. When a sea cucumber is cut, it can grow into a new sea cucumber. Next is shark. A shark is able to replace its lost teeth. Next is a spider. Spider can able to regrow the missing legs or even parts of legs. Next is sponges. It is able to divide and regrow exactly as it was before. So this is the parent flatworm, and when the flatworm is cut into two pieces, the head, that is this, is able to regenerate or regrow the tail. So the tail is able to regrow, and from a tail region it is able to regrow the head region. So head can be regrown or even the tail can be regrown. So a cut piece of a flatworm can regrow into an entire organism. So next is starfish. A starfish is able to regrow the lost arms, and sometimes the entire animal can be regrown from a lost arm. So, as we discussed, a starfish is able to regrow its arms. So, it is either able to regrow its arms, or it is able to generate the entire organism from the lost arm. So, it is either able to generate the lost arm, or it is able to generate or regrow the entire animal.